morning. My name is Kaylee Gale, and I'd like to welcome you all for our Service Learning Awards ceremony. We are very happy that you all can attend.
Good morning. My name is Helen Dents. Although we are extremely proud of the hours of community service you've all achieved, we'd like you to know that the numbers really aren't the reason why we have this ceremony. We are here today to celebrate the dedication and commitment that each of you have shown towards caring for and helping others.
Your volunteer work has enriched the lives of hundreds of people. You've helped in hospitals, homeless shelters, soup kitchens, and animal shelters. You've served in community churches, at schools, at social functions, and you have helped countless numbers of people.
So, we aren't here to celebrate your hours, rather we are here to celebrate the difference that you've made in so many lives, and hopefully the differences that you've noticed in yourselves as you serve. We sincerely thank you for your volunteering.
Hello, my name is Melissa Borges. On behalf of the Service Learning Advisory Committee, I would like to recognize the attendance of our high school administrators, Mrs. Wen, Mr. O'Connell, Mr. Lane, Mrs. Monopoly, and Mrs. Wen. We also welcome our superintendent, Dr. Joe Sawyer, the chair of the school committee, Mr. John Munsky, Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Jade Lazat, and Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Chris Girardi. Thank you so much for attending our ceremony today.
Hello, my name is Srigori Bangala, and I'm the current president of the Service Learning Board. I would like to take the time to recognize our Community Service Learning Advisory Board members, starting with our seniors. The senior board members, Kaylee Gale, Helen Dems, Navya Sharma, and Melissa Borges, have all been serving on this advisory board for 4 years. Throughout their time, they have been invaluable assets to our committee, helping to uphold our mission of promoting community service. We are grateful for their leadership and experience, and would like to thank them for their continued support.
At this time, I'd like to introduce our other board members who are seated in the front. Our juniors, Srigori Bangala, Meryl Abe, Tanvi Reddy, Hajara De Urso. For our sophomores, we have Aubrey Moore, Grace Boucher, Dia Sankar, and Shamini Bijou. For our freshmen, we have Annie Lee, Angelica Degenhart, Ria Thingra, and Lila Rose.
Next, we will introduce our guest speaker. We chose our guest speaker because not only has she volunteered her time to work here with our students and the Globally Making a Difference Club, she also is a role model who exemplifies giving back to the community.
Catherine Shepard has lived in Shrewsbury for over 35 years. During that time, she has actively volunteered with a number of organizations, most notably YME, Shrewsbury Media Connection, the Shrewsbury Public Schools, and Sherry's House. Her involvement with YME began in 1992 when she was working as promotion director for the WSRS-FM and WTAGAM radio stations in Worcester. She joined the board of directors in 1993 and served for 10 years, principally overseeing community outreach, marketing, fundraising, and development. At Shrewsbury Media Connection, Mrs. Shepard was the community volunteer producer for the educational channel. When Mrs. Shepard's daughters reached school age, she directed her energies for volunteering in the Shrewsbury Public Schools through the parent-teacher organizations, at Field School, Spring Street School, the Sherwood and Oak Middle Schools, and finally, Shrewsbury High School. For the past 2 years, Mrs. Shepard has lent her sewing skills to her niece Ava Lynch in the GMAD Club to help make fleece blankets for children in need through St. Anne's Church in 2024 and Sherry's House in 2025.
It is now our pleasure to welcome Ms. Catherine Shepard.
Good morning. I'd like to start by thanking Ms. Satterfield, the administration, the board members, and all of the students here for inviting me. I'm so honored. When Ms. Satterfield asked me to speak on my volunteerism through the years, my first thought was, how much time do I have? You see, service has been a part of my life since I was very young, younger than you. My parents were very active volunteers in the community we grew up in, and they instilled in me and my siblings the value of public service. They were great role models. As you heard, I've lived in Shrewsbury for over 35 years, and during that time, I have actively volunteered for a number of organizations. At Shrewsbury Media Connection, I was a community volunteer for the Educational Channel. It was great fun for me, and I loved going to all the schools to videotape your concerts, your events, your classroom activities, and move-up ceremonies. When my daughters entered kindergarten, I joined the Beal PTO. That was another wonderful experience for me. And so I moved on with them to Spring Street School, Sherwood and Oak Middle Schools, and finally the high school, where Mr. Basidlo knows I spent a lot of time. My volunteerism with YME was my first commitment when I moved to Massachusetts, and it has been my longest. So I'd like to share why it's been so special to me. As you heard, it began when I was a promotion director for WSRS and WTAG. I joined the board of directors in 1993 and served for 10 years. I basically did whatever I could to help, lending whatever talents I had to offer. YME, Inc., for those of you who don't know it, is an acronym which stands for Worcester Help for Youth, Memories Everlasting. And it is the umbrella nonprofit organization that includes Sherry's House. YME was the dream of a young girl named Sherry Shepherd, who was diagnosed with cancer in 1981 at the age of 9. She was the very first pediatric oncology patient at UMass Medical Center when the department was established. Tragically, Sherry lost her battle for cancer in 1985, but not before she told her father about the dream she had for helping other kids. YME was in its infancy when I got involved. It was just 7 years old. Our goals at that time were simple: to educate people about the organization and its mission, and to raise funds to help kids battling cancer and their families. We persevered for years, raising money whenever and wherever the opportunity presented itself. I sold lots of hot dogs outside of supermarket grand openings. By 1998, YME had momentum and set its sights on establishing a place for kids with cancer to stay while they were taking their treatment at UMass. The board of directors, led by Sherry's father, started looking for a house and a piece of land within a 10-mile drive of the hospital where they could build Sherry's House. They found it in Worcester, near Catnick Square. Some of you may know of it. Work began on the property at 1152 Pleasant Street, and in 2004, Sherry's House was formally dedicated in her memory. It was truly a community effort, and I am very proud to have played a small part in helping to make it happen. Today, Sherry's House provides no-cost lodging to families and a home away from home for their parents while their child is in active treatment, now in any New England area hospital. It is also the headquarters for YME Inc. and the site of countless family events, activities, and programs. And this July, YME will celebrate its 40th anniversary. So you ask, my kids have graduated and gone, how did I end up back here at Shrewsbury High School? Making blankets for charity started during the pandemic. It was something to keep me busy while the world was shut down. My niece Ava took note of that, and last year she asked if I could help her and her club. For the past 2 years, I have lent my sewing skills to Ava, Navia, and the GMAD Club. We have made over 25 fleece blankets for kids in need through St. Anne's Church in 2024, and now Sherry's House this year. The blankets have been a big win-win, both for the students who help make them and for the nonprofits who receive them. After all, what kid doesn't love cuddling up in a blanket of their own? The through line of all my volunteer activities is children. It makes me genuinely happy, fulfilled, and very proud to do anything that positively impacts the life of a kid. And it reinforces the invaluable lesson my parents taught me, which was do good and you will feel good. You are here today because you have also chosen to give up your time, your talents, and your energy to make a positive difference in your community. Be proud of yourselves. You may not change the world, but you can certainly change one corner of it for the better. So whether you choose to work with children, senior citizens, the disabled, animals, or the environment, find the community that speaks to you. Put your passion and your values into action. Keep up the great work, and I hope you continue to do good long after you leave Shrewsbury High School. Thank you again for having me.
Thank you, Ms. Shepherd. We would now like to give you this token of our appreciation.
That's so sweet of you. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Shalini Biju.
And my name is Grace Boucher.
At this time, we would like to present our Commitment to Service Awards to the juniors, sophomores, and freshmen. These students have all performed at least 100 hours of service this school year.
In the interest of time, please hold all applause until the end of the presentation of these awards. Once we read your name, please come up and collect your award. Rashid Abdullah, Meryl Abe, Akshaj Anini, Ryan Alam, Dia Anwin, Arano Shakravi, Aditya Bowerman, Emily Barbosa, Jonah Shrinovsky, Robert Don Paul, Milan Gupta, Paisley Hathaway, Jair, Vashnavi Ayer, Elizabeth Dobbs, Melissa Drudge, Katie Jones, Alice Cook.
Anshul Karthik, Alicia Court, Florence Code, Pranav Krishnan, Angita Kura, Trisha Madamsetti, Tegan Manchester, Suchi Mathur, Sharanthe Mavina Holly, Anushri Mishra, Silda Omar, Angad Panu, Arya Patel, Emily Finn, Sadiksha Ramesh, and Thanvi Reddy. My name is Dia Shankar, and we will continue presenting the junior awards. Nuha Salam, Arya Shah, Catherine Shan, Shruti Shivashankar, Sagar Srivatsa,
Amr Syed, Murvanur Usalan, Srigori Bangala, Siddharth Vijayani, Sabrina Welch, Aaliyah Wiseman, Michael Zees, Grace Yu, Alyssa Zhang. Hello, my name is Meryl A. We will now be presenting awards to the sophomores. Kashaf Ajit, Rabia Alim, Cesar Alvarez, Nandini Aruchalam, Chloe Chang, Brianna Sophia Dash, Satya Divakaruni, Yana Dutta, Rebecca Fox, Hannah Gojaria, Suhret Ghosh, Sid Gautam, Angela Gurwan, Ahil Hassan, please be quiet for the award ceremony. Cheyenne Hussain, Manha Hussain, Navita Jarali,
My name is Tanvi Reddy, and we will be continuing the presentation of this sophomore names. Shriyanaga Jonalagada, Melanie Kagari, Harshit Manda, Sanay Mangal, Kavya Mundra, Aryan Mutakoju, Prasha Nair, Sai Smriti Pataru, Nithin Prabhuram, Prajita Prasad, Shriya Rachmadagu, Rudra Roy, Ananya Sahani, Shreya Saikia, Dia Shankar,
My name is Rita Zinger, and these are the final sophomore awards. Sanvi Sarasam, Hisham Sheikh, Ronit Sharma, Adil Siddiqui, Kyle Singh, Kavanaya Shivakumar, Arshaya Shivamani, Addison Sovic, Shamika Suresh Kumar, Arya Surya Narayan, Neha Swami, Havish Thanakura, Zoe Thompson, Diana Sprigas, Samad Lev Harula, Ansel Van Dessel. We will now be presenting awards to our freshmen. Ritika Chetri, Mahaki J. Andrews, Aditi J. Andrews, Arti Kannan, Annie Lee, Jasjot Pagam, Harita Palpapan, Helen Keo, Luca Rodriguez, Rishi Srinivasan, Arpita Thomas, Nidhi Tyagi, and Isabel Zhang. At this time, we would like to present our Senior Service Awards to those seniors who have volunteered this year and have also completed at least 100 hours of service over their 4 years at Shrewsbury High School. We appreciate your service.
Hello, my name is Annie Lee. Just a reminder, please hold all applause until the end of the presentation of these awards. Once we read your name, please come up and collect your award.
Saina Buva, Rishabh Chatterjee, Kunal Chauhan, Lassia Gatu, Carly Hess, Matthew Janisek, Taylor Jarvie, Laiba Najib, Ansh Nunderbarker, Vaishali Navanithan, Aisha Naveed, and Tanushree Necking, please. Jasmine Padham, Hardika Patel, Sanjana Pillai, Benjamin Quintero Johnson, Alina Shaikh, Amna Siddiqui, Anvi Singh, Shriya Sivarama Krishnan, Nithya Sudarshan, Shriya Sudarshan, Abhishek Sarish, Carla Tatum Singh, Advi Dilamakani, and Kira Wahid. Thank you so much for your attention so far. At this time, we would like to ask that Mr. O'Connell present the Amy O'Leary Service Award of Distinction.
Thank you, Sri. This is great. I'm looking out. I've presented this award every single year, and I feel like we have more people in the audience this year than we ever had. And maybe I'm wrong about that, but it's fantastic. I think it's beyond impressive to see all of the work that each of you are doing, because it makes a true difference in our community. I'm really honored to be here tonight, this morning actually, to talk about the Amy O'Leary Service Award of Distinction. Each year, the Service Learning Advisory Board selects one student to receive this award, and it's a tremendous honor, and it's named after a tremendous person. Amy O'Leary was a person who gave 50 years of service teaching and educating young people, going above and beyond to make our school and our community a better place. Think about that, 50 years of doing something. It's a long time. A long time of doing something. So she was a person that helped institute service learning at Shrewsbury High School back in 1999. So I was fortunate to be a mentee of hers, and she helped, together we worked to create the Service Learning Advisory Board and try and create and make service learning a part of the culture at Shrewsbury, which clearly is a major part with all of you in attendance. You know, Jackie Robinson once said, "A life's not important except in the impact it has on other lives." Ms. O'Leary made a profound impact on many lives during her time here, and really pleased to present this award in her honor. This award is given to any student in any grade level who exemplifies excellence in community service beyond all other students, for the most significant number of hours combined with the most meaningful service, with verification and reflection from the organization for which the student served. This award is selected by the Service Learning Advisory Board. This year's award goes to a student who completed her Girl Scout Gold Award project. Her project focused on improving the hospital experience for oncology patients at UMass campus, UMass Memorial Campus in Worcester. Her goal was to create a peaceful environment for patients facing difficult times. So in order to do this, she took and used her skills to create 20 pieces of artwork, and she worked to laminate those. So, and that was important because it helped be able to clean, you're able to clean the laminate photos. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been able to be had. But beyond that, she also hung inspirational words in patients' rooms and also in the family waiting room. And if any of you have ever had anyone connected to you that has experienced cancer and that long road, it's a hard road. And so that positive energy and those words are really critical to people in their times of need. Beyond that, she also created meditations with QR codes that nurses could provide to patients and their families. And in addition to that, she partnered with an organization to help create additional meditations that change every single month. So they have an ongoing opportunity there. Jane Wilson, who's a Gold Award mentor of the Central and Western Massachusetts Girl Scouts Association, sent in a letter to acknowledge your work. And I'd like to share parts of that to give everyone a sense of the impact that you've had. In her letter, she highlights your project and it demonstrates what it means to be a Girl Scout. She notes your use of resources and the way you use them wisely to make the world a better place. In her letter, she states your passion for your project was evident the very first time you met with the committee. Your desire to provide comfort to cancer patients was crystal clear in your presentation. And your interaction with a patient on the day you delivered the artwork was inspiring, for your poise, compassion, and care was palpable. You know, I don't know how often all of us in this room spend time thinking about the Shrewsbury High School mission statement. A lot of you come through the main doors and you see, maybe you've looked up and you've seen the mission statement. And it's posted in most classrooms. But there's a part in the mission statement that says this, and it's important for you to have awareness of this. It says, Shrewsbury High School's mission statement has a focus of empowering students to become capable, caring, and active contributors to the world in which they live. And certainly all of you have done that, and this year's Amy O'Leary Service Award of Distinction has done that. I'm really pleased to announce this year's recipient of the Amy O'Leary Service Award of Distinction to one of my juniors, Meena Lakshman.
Before we have our closing remarks from our principal, I would like to present a small token of appreciation to our seniors. Thank you, Kelly Gale and Helen Dems. We have a gift here for you. I'd like to thank Navya Sharma and Melissa Borges. Please come up. Thank you all for the 4 years you've served on this committee. We appreciate your time, commitment, and dedication towards this community, and cannot wait to see where you go in your future.
Thank you all so much for your time and attention. At this time, we would like to have Mr. Pizzillo conclude our ceremony with some closing remarks.
First of all, congratulations, excuse me, and thank you for the service you've committed over the course of this year.
I want to try and run a thread or weave the themes I heard this morning from all the participants and speakers. I think on my way in this morning, I was driving down Route 20 and I saw a police officer helping someone on the side of the road who had some car trouble, whatever that was. And I think like that to me, although that's a job, there's a calling to service. People in public service, your teachers, your administrators, our school committee members, our select board members, anyone that serves that supports our community. Many have other jobs, like particularly elected officials have other jobs and dedicate their time to make our community better. Our teachers have a calling as well for, Mrs. Shepherd said this, you do good, you feel good. I think all of you probably have experienced that in the service that you've had. I know my calling as an educator makes me feel really great. I mean, I love coming into school every day. I love working with students. I love seeing your smiling faces. And what gives me even more, is more gratifying is the work you're doing in our community on behalf of others. Your teachers and educators are committed to their craft and their passion, but they're committed to you, and they're committed to making our society and people better. And I applaud your efforts for doing that. I think of also Mrs. O'Leary, who I often would sit in her classroom as an administrator and watch her teach. She was a master. And the work she did to get service learning as part of the fabric of our community here at Shrewsbury High School is probably her greatest legacy. She taught for 50 years. She taught for 50 years. Most teachers retire after 30 years, right? She went additional 20 beyond. Just such an accomplishment to receive that award, such an accomplishment for those of you that aspire to be that. And I ask our seniors and our underclassmen too to think about this. As you leave our community, as you graduate, move on with your lives, like you know the feeling it is with service. My question for you, and you have to question wherever you may land in your future, is what are you going to do in your community, your university, your job, your college, wherever that may be, military, what are you going to do to make the lives of people better that are around you? It's not all about us. If it was about us, we wouldn't be in here. It's about others, and that's what service is about. So I'm super gratified and humbled and like really excited by the fact that you've done this work, and I encourage you, and sometimes the hard part is having other people come along with you. It's hard to break into something. It's hard to do something out that you're not used to. I encourage you to pull some of your friends and say, hey, come to Community Harvest with me. We're going to go work a couple hours at Community Harvest up in Grafton. I mean, that stuff is absolutely priceless. Let's go to Worcester County Food Bank. Let's go to St. Anne's. Let's go to YB. Let's work at Sherry's house. Those things are so important, and people in our community need us, and some people just can't do it, but you can. So I encourage you to continue your hard work and dedication to serving others. Congratulations for all of our award winners, in particular our seniors and our board members. And a special thanks to Mrs. Satterfield and Mrs. Shepherd. Oh my goodness, I couldn't believe you were here today. It was like, holy cow. We go way back. But what a great guest speaker, and thank you for all your efforts to make this really important and meaningful for all of us. So congratulations, round of applause for all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Melillo, for your closing remarks. We hope that you've all enjoyed our presentation. Please help yourselves to a cookie as you exit.